Hey, what's up guys? David here from SiteMonkey. Today I want to show you how to install aaPanel. This is a free, powerful and easy to use Linux control panel, and we're going to install it on a Vultr server. Okay, so if you don't know about Vultr, this is a VPS service provider here that helps you spin up various virtual servers on the cloud. So that's what I'm going to be using, and so let's see. Okay, so I'm here at aaPanel.com at the installation page here, and I can see the installation instructions. We have aaPanel Pro Edition. I think this is paid for, but we're going to test out the free version here, and this is the installation script. Okay, so this installation is recommended for Ubuntu 22.04 LTS. That's what we're going to do. So I'm going to head over to Vultr here and spin up a Ubuntu 22.04 server. So let's do that. Let's come to deploy here and deploy new server. All right, yeah, so let's come to shared CPU here, and Atlanta is the region I'm going to choose, and I'm going to go with this $5 instance here, which gives us one virtual CPU, 1 GB of RAM and 22 GB of storage plus 1 TB of data transfer per month. It is, I think, good enough for our use case. Then here we have enable automatic backups, which attracts a $1 charge, but I'm going to disable this for now because of course we don't need that for now. Okay, so here it is, configure. All right, and this is where I'm going to choose the operating system, and I'm going to look for Ubuntu 22.04 as recommended by aaPanel here. All right, so here it is. And we have SSH keys here, so if you want passwordless SSH into the server once it's spinned up, then you can just upload your SSH keys here, but I'm going to skip that. And then here is the host name, okay, that you can choose for your server. I'm going to choose panel.sitemonkey.com here, and of course you'll have to set up A records, DNS A records for this. And we have yes, public IPv4 IP address, which comes with the server, and I think we are ready to go. So let's click on deploy. So it is currently configuring and setting up that server right now. So let's wait for that. Once it is done, I'll just have to get the SSH username and password and remote into it, and I think it's already running. So that was pretty fast, less than 60 seconds. So let's click on the server here. All right, this is awesome, and the IP address is right here. Okay, root and the password. So I'm going to spin up my terminal application here. Okay, yes, so in case you're wondering, this is ZSH configured with fish. I like this terminal here, but the default is bash for most systems, but I like this one here. So let's do this at the IP address of the server. I'm going to paste it. Okay, so let's SSH again. Yes, and then we're going to enter the password. Okay, so it is up and running. All right, so if I did hostname CTL here, all right, it shows us the host name here, which is panel, but this is not a fully qualified domain name. I'm going to change that. The machine ID, virtualization operating system, which is Ubuntu 22.04 LTS, the architecture, okay, and then the vendor and the model and so forth. So I like to just go to host name here and then just change this to a fully qualified domain name. So panel sitemonkey.com, like that. Okay, and then also you have to go to etc hosts here and do the same. So we're going to copy its IP address, the public IP address, and yeah, there you go. So panel.sitemonkey.com should resolve to that IP address, and then of course we're going to do that also at the DNS level in a bit. Okay, so now let's come and copy this installation here. Okay, the installation command has successfully been copied to your clipboard, so I'm going to now paste it here and see how the installation goes. All right, so aaPanel for CentOS, Ubuntu, or Debian. Okay, so the web URL will be available at the IP address at that port. So let me copy this. Yes, so do you want to install? Let's do that. All right, so it appears the installation is now done, and it says the internet address is right here. Okay, and the username and the password. So I'm just going to copy this and save it somewhere so that we can then just paste it. So let's copy this. Yes, so if you cannot access the panel, release the following port in your security group. Okay, yes, so let's see what happens here. And indeed, there you go, you have SSL certificate issues, but we can ignore these for now. And the username is the auto-generated username that I copied, and the password is also auto-generated. So let's do that. Okay. Yeah, so installation was successful. The software was installed. Let's click on finish here. Okay. Yes, so thank you for installing aaPanel. Yeah. So this is the free edition. And what is it saying here? LNMP recommended versus LAMP recommended. So it's actually recommending that we install these servers here. This is Nginx, the web server. This is MySQL, the MariaDB open source version, PHP 8.3, pure FTP. That's FTP. PHP MyAdmin is the web admin for MySQL. Okay, so I expected this to be installed by default, but it appears it doesn't. So I'm going to go with LAMP instead. I want to test with WordPress, which works well with Apache. Okay, so let's go with this instead. So it appears the installation of our LAMP stack is actually done here. From the message box, I can see PHP MyAdmin is installed, pure FTP is installed, PHP 8.3 is installed, MySQL MariaDB is installed, and Apache 2.4 is also installed here. And you can just visit the execution log to see what happened. Okay, so that's fine now. So what I'm really interested in a web control panel is the way that I test it is how quickly can I spin up a WordPress website. So when I come to websites here, all right, yes, it says add website, but also interestingly I have WP Toolkit here. So it tells us that we need to log in or create an account with aaPanel, all right, to do this. Okay, so fine, let's do that. Okay, sign up. I'm going to okay, account has been verified, so I'm going to click on I have verified this account. I'm going to log in again. Yes, fantastic. Okay, so let's add WordPress here. I'm going to call it Dave or david.sitemonkey.com. And of course, I have to ensure that that subdomain is configured. So I have to just do that now. Let's go to yes, and let's see if we have it. David.sitemonkey.com. Yes, and let's configure its A record and ensure that it points to the IP address of the server where aaPanel is installed. Okay, awesome. So that's great. So let's go back. So david.sidemonkey.com is available. I'm going to say David's blog here. This is just a test blog. I'm going to go with PHP 8.3. That's fine. Okay, so I've been given a password here that I'm going to use. So I'm going to save this. And the email address is david@sitemonkey.com, and the WP prefix is this. It's auto-generated. Well, I'll leave it at that. Okay, so let's say confirm. Okay, so let's see the WP Toolkit. What we have here, it's saying the status is running, and it has actually been installed at the root, which is www.root/david.sidemonkey.com. That's all right. We can enable caching or not. Okay, so what happens if unable to access when you turn off the site? Okay, so I just need to log in now to david.sitemonkey.com and see if there is anything. Okay, so yes, it shows us that the installation is actually done. Okay, fantastic. Operations, let's see if we can log in. You can securely access WP admin through this page. Let's try to do that. But what if we clicked on the external login and then entered the details that we created? So let's do that. Okay, so this is good. This is good. So if I come to appearance, themes here, and maybe change to a different theme. Let's just see. Activate this. Okay, so if we refreshed, well, it doesn't change much, but well, I think you get the point, right? Yeah, so we have password-free login within the panel itself, or we can log in from a different tab. And it turns out this is a pro version here. Okay, yeah. So realize that aaPanel seems to be great, but a lot of features are locked in the pro version. Okay. Yeah, so a number of features actually locked up in the pro version, even basic features. So we have FTP here. You can add an FTP account and access your website files via an FTP client like FileZilla. Then we have databases here, and we have a root password. We have phpMyAdmin. I think this is something I'm interested in. And then what happens? Okay, yeah, so we can access phpMyAdmin externally. Oh, the password is here and the username. Okay, fantastic. Let's try that and see the password. So this is the automated website password. Automatic website password, which was generated when the WP account was generated, or when the website was generated. Okay, looks good. Yes, so you have phpMyAdmin, you have remote DB, advanced setup, and so forth. And I think you also have an option to enable auto backups, and then you also have these various databases. You have SQL Server, Mongo, Redis, and PGSQL. That's interesting. Okay, then interestingly, you have Docker also. So if you're a pro user or if you're a web developer and you want to use Docker containers and stuff, then you have an actually Docker panel here. Okay, something I think like Portainer or of sorts. Then you have monitoring here. This should monitor disk I/O, network I/O, memory, CPU, and so forth, which was actually loaded in the dashboard here. Then we have security here. This is the firewall rules here, and you can add a firewall rule, I believe here, so you can open a port or block a port. That's interesting. And we have SSH here. You can change the SSH port, the root password. You can change these. You can also enable brute force prevention here. Okay, good. This is anti-intrusion and system hardening. Now some of these features are for paying. You can see here we have a buy now button, but you have the basics. Then this must be a web application firewall, or WAP, powered by Nginx. Again, this is a pro version. And then we have a mail server. It must also be, mail server is not installed. Yeah, so is there an option to install it? Okay, mail domain and so forth. I'm not sure if this is a pro version, or but I think you can install it here. But generally for me, I tend to separate mail operations from web applications, okay, from web hosting services. So I never install a mail server on the same server as a web. Okay, so let's go to a file manager here. Yes, so here we can navigate our files, our website files. Yeah, this is good actually. So you can upload, I think you can download. It must be also having a web editor here. Let's see. Yeah, interestingly, you have an online text editor. This is good, with even code syntax highlighting. Okay, yes, this is good. Yeah, so compared to Hestia is the other web control panel that actually showed how to install, and it has a file manager, but it doesn't have a very rich code editor. So this is a very good addition here. You can see it here. Yes, then we have some logs here. Okay, we have operational logs. You can see what script got executed, who logged in via SSH, and so forth. But I believe some of the log features are locked in the pro version, like the log editor here. SSH login logs are also locked up in the pro version. Okay, so domains here is now where aaPanel Domain Manager Center allows you to unify accounts across multiple domain providers without switching DNS providers. So I think this is for DNS hosting. So if you connected something like Cloudflare or let's see, Namecheap, okay, then you should be able to probably manage your DNS from this same platform. So that's fine for people who want to go with that. What about SSL? You can apply for a business SSL. This is paid for. You can use Let's Encrypt, which I believe is free. Okay, so if we applied it to multiple domains or a single domain, yeah, I think it should be able to work. Okay, so you have Let's Encrypt integration, and this is free. And then we have accounts here. Oh wow, this is locked into the pro version, where you have sub accounts or multiple users. You have to pay for this. Well, I expected this to be at least free. Yeah, so you know. Then we have a terminal application here, web, so you can just run commands through the web interface here, right? So hostname CTL, for example, and it gives us the same thing. Okay, so that's good. Cron, these are cron jobs. I think you can add cron jobs here. You can see cron jobs that are going on, and then you have the app App Store here. Yes, so you have DeepSeek R1, that's an LLM model, Nginx, WAF, that's for mitigating DOS attacks and easily creating custom rules and protecting your website. It's I believe it's a web firewall, web application firewall. You have Web Stats, Apache WAF right here. It's about $34 or $35. You have a load balancer. And then you have these other things that are free. The DNS manager is free, the mail server is free, and so forth. Okay. Then we come to settings. And what we have here, panel settings, we can set up the default site folder and then the backup folder as well, the server IP. We can turn on and off IPv6 and so forth. Okay, so the number of customizations that you can do here to get things going depending on your use case. And then of course we can log out. So this is aaPanel feature walkthrough. What do I think, having used a couple of web hosting panels, including cPanel, Hastia, which I actually did a video for. I think this is okay. This is good. Yeah, so I believe most people will be interested in the WP Toolkit feature here, because of course you want to run multiple WordPress websites on a single host, on a single server, and you want a tool that makes it really easy to host WordPress websites. And I think this is good. Yeah, so this is a quick walkthrough of aaPanel Linux panel. This is a web hosting Linux web control panel that you can use to, install on your server and run multiple websites. I think what I like about this is that you can not only host WordPress websites, but you can also host Node.js applications and other applications. You can also run Docker containers from this. So the control panel seems to be quite feature rich, and I think it's definitely worth trying out. All right, so this brings us to the end of our video on how to set up the aaPanel control panel on Vultr. Now, if you want to spin this up on Vultr, I'm going to put a referral link in the description below, and you will get $300 when you use my referral link in that description below. Vultr is a very, very versatile and robust VPS service provider, and as you can see, we've been able to spin up a server real quick, and we've been able to install this control panel real quick. So you can use it, test it out, and now run your multiple websites on a single host and manage them through a simple interface. Awesome. Yes, now for registering domains, I totally recommend name.com as well. I'm going to put the link in the description below, and you should be able to get 15% off the domains, any domains that you register through name.com, right? It's a very simple, reliable, and versatile domain registrar. Yes. Otherwise, thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching, and if you like this video, go ahead and give us a thumbs up. Click the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're interested in website management, content, web performance, content, website security, and so forth, right? Yes. Otherwise, see you guys in the next one.